Hey, good morning.
Good morning. You are listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and I am Kiana.
And I am the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as,
See that?
because we are redefining what's cool.
Smart is
The new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know, now
Now
you
you
know.
know. And today is Money Making Motivational Monday.
I'm motivated. I'm motivated. How
Oh,
about
so
you?
what motivated you this
I'm
Monday?
motivated. I'm motivated by I'm just motivated by the BS that I've been seeing all around. So
Oh, is that's the
so
kind of motivation?
yeah. I'm using manure right now to motivate the motor.
Oh, okay, all right. Maneuver,
Manure.
manure.
It make
You make some good
it
fertilizer.
make plants grow.
Yeah,
so it might as well run the world,
yeah. The
teach
BS.
the baby.
Teach the baby. So what you did? What you did this weekend? How was your weekend?
I had a great weekend. It was a little turbulent. After the um situation with former President Trump. We'll be talking about that on the second part of the show. But other than that, I had I went to I went to see the chairman O'Malley speak at the Uhuru House
Mm-hmm.
this yesterday. Um and it was a history lesson. It was a history lesson in the city of St. Pete and the position that we play in the movement around the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that was big shots out to the chairman and all the historical work. If a lot of people don't know, there was a historical racist mural that was presented
Mm-hmm.
at St.
They
Petersburg
teach
City
that.
Hall.
They was teaching it in school.
They didn't teach it in school when I was in
No,
school.
no, no. I know they didn't teach it when we was in school, but the kids now, like, yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, chairman. Actually, him and the other group actually ripped the racist mural off of the wall. So if you go to City Hall, which we encourage everybody to do, you go to City Hall. There's a blank spot where a racist mural was once presented of black people doing like the sambo like thing,
Mm-hmm.
watermelons and all that stuff. He literally had a watermelon in the middle of the mural with some Sambo like characters dancing and gyrating for the people. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so what about you? What you had going on?
I went to Orlando this weekend.
Good, good, good.
I went to Orlando. I went to the Chris Brown concert.
Yeah, I seen a little footage of Chris Brown floating and stuff.
Yeah, he do like a 2 hour set or so.
Dang.
Yeah, he's
Oh
on.
yes,
Yeah,
he's
he
a real
like he
performer.
hit the stage like at like almost like 9 o'clock, 9:11 somewhere around there, and then he don't get off until 11:11.
Ooh, and I love that song. I love that 11:11 song.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Numbers. I live my life like by angel
You do?
numbers.
I
Yes.
kind
I
of.
mean, not like, cause see, I ain't know about them. I learned about them like a few years about, and it made me come to realization that I've been seeing angel numbers all my life.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so I did that. Cheyenne did their thing because they opened up right before Chris Brown. Money Long, and they have like a 35-minute set or so right before Chris
mm,
Brown come on. So yeah, that was pretty dope.
oh yeah, I went and seen Charlemagne. Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club was at Seventh and Grove. It was absolutely amazing.
How
Actually,
was it?
it was amazing. Charlemagne actually is he actually is a very very intelligent brother.
He done wrote he done wrote some books. He done also proofread books for people.
I mean, listen, the man from what I've seen, big shouts out to the Hillsborough County Urban League. Big shouts out to the Pinellas County Urban League Young Professionals. I seen Jaquita Clark in there, but the Hillsborough County Urban League put this on at Seventh and Grove. And Charlemagne the God was a book signing for his new book,
Hmm.
and for me, actually, it was like inspirational actually to see the brother and hear the brother speak because I really had no expectations for him. To be honest, I didn't know what I was walking into. I was just going, and I was delightfully pleased. Because he really, 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 he really laid it down flat.
Okay.
About the issues that we face as black men and women in this community, um, the internet, and just all the stuff. He touched on all the stuff.
Good morning, Damien.
Big shouts out to
Comedian.
Dame
Cause,
Davis. Man.
yeah, I mean, when you look at motivation, because this is motivational money making Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damon is one of the people that I look at and it motivate me to grind hard because he grind hard.
Oh yeah,
He was
he
in
grind.
Orlando this week.
That boy grind like bad brakes on a Buick.
Oh, you know what I did watch this weekend?
What?
I watched Beverly Hills Cops, the new version, the new one.
Yeah, that's about as nasty as my V8.
You didn't like it? Don't drink no
It
more
was
now.
nasty work.
You don't drink no more now.
Drinking V8 is like drinking cold soup.
Cold tomato soup.
Cold tomato soup, vegetable soup with no meat in it. Who invented this?
People really like it. They made Bloody Marys. They add.
Who invented this?
I don't know. I don't like it either.
This is straight trash. Shout out to Bubba Dub. Trash.
Yeah, he'll be here in September.
Yes, in September.
At Berg's with Damien.
Yes. Big shouts out to Damon Davis Comedy. Your grind is impeccable, my boy. Salute to you.
So wait. So did you watch the Beverly Hills Cop movie?
Yes.
You didn't like it?
No, it was. I mean, I think Eddie Murphy is doing good to be an elderly actor. You know what I mean? But it's just revising those roles. It's just not what's popping for me.
It was kind of funny. I didn't dislike it. I would watch it again. So this is how I do it. Like
you would watch it again.
Yeah, I would watch it again.
For
it's
what?
one because that's what I would do.
It wasn't not.
You can't tell me what my palate like. You can't tell me.
You would not go watch it again. You would not.
I would.
No, stop.
I would.
You're just doing that for Eddie Murphy.
No, I'm not doing it for Eddie Murphy.
I like Eddie too.
Because there's some Eddie movies that I've never watched.
He's an elderly actor at this point, and I just think that role they did it good. They did. So
what's your complaints about it?
It just.
What's your complaints? Because they did it good. Go ahead. You like Eddie Murphy. What's your complaint?
It was just, Eddie is a senior citizen right now.
And Bad Boys, you will.
I haven't seen Bad Boys, so I talk about that when I see it. I seen Eddie Murphy.
It's a lot of elderly actors. Do you say that about George?
No, I'm just saying.
Are you saying that about because they keep on making movies? Are you saying that about?
But they're not putting them in their 80s roles. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like Arrested Development for acting. You get what I'm saying? It's like they're stunting his growth as an actor to mature and be that elderly statesman. Instead, they're going for him to be Axel Foley again. And that's all I'm saying. That's my.
But everybody matured in the.
That was not a matured Axel Foley. No, it wasn't.
It was.
He tried to be Axel Foley with the same Detroit jacket on and everything.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Because he whatever.
Hey, caller.
I didn't dislike the movie.
Caller, what's on your mind?
Introduce yourself.
Motivational Monday. Caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Hey, Dave. I knew this was gonna be you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's that like Granny Pet. I had to call Bob, man. Bob talking about he don't like Axel Foley, man. Foley.
Tell me, what you think?
I love it, but see, I see what you said. Eddie is an old actor, but I'm glad because I did see Bad Boys 4 because I'm a comedian, so I watched both of them. I enjoy Bad Boys 4, but the only thing I like the authenticity about Axel Foley because they show that he old. He ain't running at no damn car full speed, jumping over all this and that. They showing his age, so I thought that's what made me like it, make it more realistic. Like this nigga old, he can't do he old, he can't do the same stuff he used accustomed to doing, but he still solving crime.
Okay, I get it. I
think he still was in the air, with the jacket, but you saw the mature version of him. He wasn't doing all that, but he was still true. You see that in real life.
Yeah, he can't. He's some old dog, man. He just got.
No, I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it feels. I know. I'm saying it feels like Arrested Development on the screen. He should be the statesman. You feel me?
But that's not what his heart
I'm
is
just
at.
saying
Like, you know,
he can
but you
be.
know, but you see people right now that still you be like,
Oh, he's a statesman right now. You ever seen his
Yeah,
interviews right now?
no, but I'm
Yes,
just
yeah.
saying.
he ain't this. He's not. And what I'm saying is, allow the black man to age.
But
Let's
he
not.
has. But
Let's
this is just a character. Like you act like this is a
Yeah.
character
let
that
the
he
character age.
he did
I'm
age.
I'm talking to Hollywood when I say this.
No,
It's
but
all right for a black man to be an elder statesman in film. He can be regal, right? Those words
Yeah.
that they use when they talk about a George Clooney and all that. You got to think, Bad Boys, them guys are 10, 15 years younger than Eddie Murphy. 10,
No, not
15
no, they
a
years.
not.
no, not a
10,
not
15
a
years.
they, no, but they
Eddie
about
Murphy was in
five,
the
six
road,
years.
man. Eddie Murphy was in the
And look
Yeah,
road.
at and look at the world.
but
So
they
since we're
ain't no
talking
10,
about this,
15
because
years
you
young.
trying to
Hold on, Dave.
no,
Hold
hold
on.
on, Dave.
I done hit a soft spot.
Yeah,
No, because you
yeah, we
sit
gonna
up
catch
here.
you later.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking. You look at Eddie Murphy roles that he done played. Like
Yeah.
his movies are so diverse. Just because this is a character, like you think everything is supposed to be great. Like as far as oh, that's not real life. When
What you mean?
like you said, he has to go up there, and he needed to be who? What did you say?
Elder statesman,
Yeah,
regal.
he need to be regal. That ain't that what the
He might
character
be a
No,
wasn't.
cutlass.
man.
He
That
might be a
wasn't.
I,
cutlass.
No, this wasn't the.
I,
This wasn't
He
the
can't
the
be a
thing
I
regal.
for
like
it. I
I,
like the movie, so I don't know what
I
Jabari
like
talking about.
I like how they brought all the old characters back, and they ain't try to make them like they
And they
made
was
them at
all
their
Yeah,
old.
boy,
age.
they was old as
Yeah,
dirt,
all
boy.
they was their
Boy, they
age,
was
and they
like
still give them
retirement.
support.
They was like retirement community age too.
And
Yeah,
they
it's
and they all
how
played
many
their
people at their
role.
job? How many people been on their job and been there longer than they supposed to be in their
And
life?
Eddie
You supposed to
Murphy.
be retired.
And let me tell you
Yeah,
this: Eddie Murphy 63, Martin Lawrence 59. Stop it. Get out of
that
here.
what I told you. They ain't no team.
Hey,
All right,
Martin was acting like he was young.
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Hey, listen, Martin was playing. I
That's
thought Martin was
how you
19.
know it was realistic, man. Cause you see more after the movie, he ain't moving like that. He moving
No,
like he had a stroke.
yeah, Martin. Yeah. That's right. The age,
Yeah,
they 60, 70 years old. And
yeah.
Dave, thank you
It's
for
still
calling in, man.
doing.
We got to get you to come into the station, man. We got to get you to come in,
I
man.
I will. Love
Yeah,
y'all.
yes, sir, love, bro. Okay, in other news, Diddy's mother,
Mm-hmm.
Diddy, Diddy's mother is recovering after she experienced chest pains that sent her to the emergency room. TMZ is saying July 11th, Miss Combs went to the hospital in South Florida earlier this week due to discomfort in her chest. Sources say her son Diddy was in Miami when she was hospitalized, so he was able to join her. It's not clear what led to it, but they talking about it's the recent troubles that Diddy faced that is making his mom um have chest pains and go to the hospital. So sorry to hear that about Miss Combs.
It is. You know, stress is real.
Yes.
Stress is real. Like your stress will mess up your whole life if you let it.
I thought honestly if you allow your stress to really get to you, that's what make people die of young age.
It does. That's why I try not to stress out as
Hmm.
much as possible. Like people be like, "How?" Like I'm like, I don't stress about things that I can't control.
Oh, that's the serenity prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Praying for serenity.
Right, because some things you can't control, but as a mom, like you're always their mom, right? Regardless of what they did or didn't do.
Yes.
When
Hmm.
the rest of the world turn their back on you, your mom's typically not all, because there's some horrible moms out there. Is
No, it's some horrible kids that make moms have to. Hey, I don't stand for that.
you can say I don't stand for that and still stand with your child. Like I don't care. I don't care. And I'll put this on record. I don't care what Cheyenne do. I'm not leaving her side. Right or wrong, indifferent. We're gonna just rock this road together. Now,
I
and then I mean, she may be wrong, and I may say whatever. Like but I'm not leaving her
but
side.
that goes from the raising and the relationship, right? Because other people know their children,
Mm-hmm.
and for that same reason, I know what this turkey up to. So no, I ain't going for it.
All right. Deuces, I'm not leaving mine.
Uses.
Even if mine, you know how like even if I know mine was up to no good, right? And I again, I might not agree with their decision. I'm not gonna leave them hanging.
Oh no, that's great parenting.
I don't,
That's the business.
no, I listen. We just gonna be in court together, however the case may be, and
Yeah, well, we just hope Miss Combs get a speedy recovery.
mm-hmm,
Um, cause to be honest, they are going through a lot.
yeah, as a
As a
family,
family.
because you got to think the blow of being at your height and then brought down. But they say once you hit bottom,
You can bounce back up.
there's nowhere to go but up from there. It's just about you just got to do the work.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
really it. You really got to do the work. You got to humble yourself and change your perception. I do believe that people can change, but people got to be honest.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
really want to put in the work. And it takes time for people to believe that this is true. Um, because people put on the front and they could show you for a little while, and you can't tell people when to believe you. Unfortunately,
You know what they can put on the front.
they can. They can. So
Oh, and so definitely big shots out JB. They had the Caribbean Carnival this weekend.
hmm
Downtown St. Pete. Big shots out to them and everything they doing.
that was a weekend festival. Yeah. So hey, people, we're motivating y'all to get up and make some money. Now I'm gonna tell you today.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a little cloudy.
Weather with Kiana.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little cloudy today. It is a 56% chance of rain, but not until like 8 o'clock tonight. But you never know. It's Florida. It might start raining before that, but it is gonna be cloudy. And then during the week, Wednesday is supposed to be rainy. Friday is supposed to be raining. Then Monday. So a week from now. So you got a couple of days of rain. Everything else is gonna be cloudy, semi sunny.
I,
So good weather. I mean, it ain't bad weather, and I kind of like all this rain. What about you?
I mean, I think we need it. I'm definitely into conservation
Mm-hmm.
and the environment. So I know we haven't been getting a lot of water. We were we were in like a serious drought. If not, we still in it.
No, we out of the drought.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
we.
because you have a couple of days of rain,
No, we ain't had
don't.
no. We ain't just had a couple of days of rain.
But we was in a deep drought. Like people don't realize that like St. Pete was once the lightning capital of the world. That means we got so much rain and thunderstorms that there was enough lightning produced here to light up the world, like to
Mm-hmm.
break the world record. And that's not the case no more because we're not getting that type of rain no more. Every day it used to rain. Every afternoon it used to rain, lightning, thunderstorms. We don't get that like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in drought conditions. I don't know if the drought is up, but they was telling people they had water restrictions. So yeah,
That was before the rain came, like a little bit before,
they
and
didn't lift it.
yeah,
Put it
they
like
did.
that.
Yeah,
You
they
seen
did.
they lifted? They
Yes.
saying the drought is lifted.
Listen, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, I appreciate that. Get the facts.
Yeah.
Get the facts for the people. Don't do it
Yes,
for me. Do it for the people.
I will.
This and you are tuned in to the 99 Gems Breakfast Club, the new Breakfast Club, Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and Kiana with weather.
Yeah. So keep your umbrella in your car. Just in case.
So this weekend also a lot of celebrities has passed.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all remember the fitness expert,
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of his name right now. I just seen
Richard
him.
Simmons
Thank you. Richard Simmons passed.
at 74, 75, I believe.
I mean, I think that was something. What you think about that? So, it's a lot. Shannon Doherty from Beverly Hills, 90210. Richard Simmons. If people don't know, the Shannon Doherty story, she had breast cancer, and her manager didn't pay her insurance. So her insurance lapsed, and she couldn't get the life saving care that she needed.
Oh, you know what?
That's
I
a
like
sad
that.
case.
Yeah. Oh, so she passed away. You know, she was also on Charm.
Yep.
And she died at the age of 53. Oh, that's really sad. But you know, she was kind of like a troublemaker on those shows too, they said.
Oh, I do remember that.
And that's how she got kicked off of Charm. Because they replaced her character with somebody else.
Yep. They say she was a diva.
Mm,
But that's good. You're supposed to be, cause if you don't feel that way about yourself, ain't nobody gonna feel that way about you.
that's true.
So yeah, so it's a sad day. All the celebrities that passed,
And you know, this weekend, they did rest D-Lane.
yes.
On Friday there was
Uncle D, rest in peace.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep, there was a wake and then a service.
it was a private service on Saturday, so it was invitation only, guest list, uh, top secret. But I'm happy for the family on that because they deserve to be able to grieve in private without the
That's right.
rest of the public.
That's right.
In
That's
that.
right. That's
So
right.
yeah.
So this week, this coming week also, the Rays deal. A lot of people have been waiting on the outcome. The Rays deal is coming. Um, so whether you like it or love it, you need to write your city council member and let them know because on the 18th is going to be the vote at city council, and before that vote, they're gonna have they're gonna have what they call they're gonna have what they call the committee of the whole.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know what the committee of the whole is because a lot of people just ain't involved like that. But the committee of the whole is when the council members go downstairs and discuss these deals and these how can I say, so let me get this out right. Um let me get these dates right for y'all. There is a date coming up and we're gonna make sure we got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Next Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
there is a committee of the whole meeting this Thursday. I apologize, y'all. This Thursday, and the council members will be talking about the new deal for the raised Hines. And what people don't understand is the city council is control of the purse strings. So if you don't like the finances of this deal, if you think that the taxpayers are paying too much or whatever, the city council controls the purse strings for the city of St. Pete. And this decision is coming down to be a 1.6 or 2-3 billion-dollar deal where the city may be up to $1 billion into the deal.
Yeah.
600-700 million, 800 million plus interest and debt services. So if y'all ain't been involved, get involved. This is the biggest deal in North America right now. There
Mm-hmm.
isn't a stadium redevelopment that's this size anywhere, and there's several developments going on right now. I've
Right.
been doing a little research, and I've been pulling up not only our deal but the other deals because this deal that we have is uniquely horrible. It's unique. I mean, when you read the deal, it says, "Oh, due to this unique deal, they in my eyes, they are acknowledging how horrible this deal is so that people in the future cannot sue them for signing it."
Right.
When I read it, because I've been reading, I read 700-800 pages so far. I'm trying to round off to this 1,000th page. And the way I'm reading it is that the writers of this deal know it's so horrible. It's uniquely horrible.
They like, ha ha, we got him.
Listen, and if you sign this, y'all know it's horrible. Y'all know this is a terrible deal. Y'all know it's unfair. And if you sign it, that's your ass, Mr. McBo.
Oh.
Ass.
And you gonna say it again?
Shit.
And you gonna say that too?
Shit.
Oh Lord, you just
No, listen, the deal that bad. It's that bad. Got me cussing.
the last one wasn't a cuss word, right?
Shit, no.
Make this up on this great Monday morning, don't you? Did you miss us over the weekend?
Oh my God.
No, this deal is horrible, and it's like why? And I think at this point, I think that everybody who's in it, like who's signing for it, knows that it's horrible, but it's pride that's stopping them from saying go back.
This deal is so bad. Everybody, this is how they address it. No deal is perfect. And if you're entering in the deal with the mindset of no deal is perfect, that means the deal you're signing is horrible.
Right, because we already know there's no perfect deal, right? But there should be compromises, and what you should do is both parties should leave happy. Right now, one side ain't happy.
Oh, listen. The way I read this deal, the day that the deal takes effect, this team will have full and unfettered access to the 86-acre plot. And the citizens of St. Pete will now be at the behest of the Rays. Although they did not pay for it, although that the money did not change hands, the day that it's signed, it feels like to me, it feels like they're doing the historic gas plant redevelopment like a crack house flip. Have you ever seen them flipping crack houses in your neighborhood when they sign a contract and then another guy flip it to another guy? They're flipping the historic gas plant district like a crack house. And we're watching it right now, y'all. And then you heard it here first, and then you can tell them I said it. It's like a crack house flip. There's a contract where money doesn't change hands. That's how they flip crack houses in the neighborhood. Distressed properties, they come to your house and say, hey, here's a contract, sign it for $1. And then you sign the contract for $1. Now that person has 30 days to purchase your house, or the contract is non-valid.
Right.
This contract, they have 30 years.
And there's nothing that if they don't develop,
you can't get it back.
You can't get it back. This is like when I say horrible, like I just don't understand. And I think as a leader, it's okay for you to be like, you know what? I made a bad deal. Yeah. Let's fix it
before you sign it.
Before you sign it.
Don't say you sorry after you sign it.
How many times have I said that?
If you sign it, just walk off into the sunset. Don't even look back. Don't even look back.
We'll see in 10 years from now.
I don't want to wait for 10 years. I
don't want to wait for 5 or 10 years for an apology. Apology is not going to get us back what we need. Apology is not going to get us out of debt. Apologies is not going to rewrite this horrible contract that we have. Like, an apology ain't going to do any of that. And it ain't even going to make me feel good because I don't even think that it'll be sincere in 5 years from now. Because everybody. So if you look at it, it's about like an 80-20 split. Besides, which is crazy, besides the city council, everywhere else, because your city council is supposed to look
like the community.
And
it's not.
And it's not. It's looking the opposite way.
It's heavily weighted towards
the
corporate interest. That's what they call that. That's corporate interest.
Right, because you have this. And if everybody will go back to their district, right? Because this is what they
go call your district.
Everybody should have went. Every city council person should have went and talked to their district.
Well, some of them not even talking to their people because they people trying to talk to them and they ain't talking.
I get it. And what they should have did is look and see what their district felt about it, right? Instead of them as an individual, because you're representing a whole district. And if your district was highly on the no, that's how you should have voted. And then also, you should have given them reasons why to vote. And the silence from everybody is
definite. It's a definite silence.
It's baffling to me is that
you got 1 minute.
Like we're asking for answers that nobody's willing to give.
Because they haven't read it. They're not reading the contract. And if they reading it, they're not understanding. And the reason they ain't understanding is because they want this so bad.
Know why? So even though we don't want to stop at 8, we got to. So tag a friend, tell a friend that we will be back.
We're gonna talk about Trump. We're gonna talk about his deal. We're gonna talk his talk.
Yeah. So 7 minutes after hour, tell a friend, tag a friend, share the page, let them know Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is in the building. Baby. All right.
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm Jabbar Edmond. I go by Mr. Edmond. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, Your Brother John, YourBrotherJohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Kiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. All right, I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Pete is small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, you know, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. It was a St. Pete that existed, you know, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, you know, somewhat a struggle for black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college
In Orlando.
Talk to him, Sean Soprano.
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges,
Medical
go and
marijuana.
get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies. To returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host and she, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shouts out to Sean Soprano, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now. Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something, so as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
Absolutely.
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know what I'm saying speech. Most recently, after Carla B, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Kiana, we invited Kiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band and the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices.
My voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on and have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down. And because I want you to understand what I'm saying. What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, and see that's why Kiana, that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? Because you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying? It was joking.
We just understand power, you know, and in terms of people's attention, you know, because it costs. People's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, you know, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all passionate about our people.
For me, what you take from me is that I'm real and I'm passionate about the growth of our people.
The overall goal, I would say, is to have a more informed community. Around electoral politics, around health, around equity.
It's about the mission of connecting the dots and closing the gaps, inspiring people to see what's possible, you know, and trying to be an example. You know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes, but, you know, you do the best that you can with what you have, and you pray that others will be inspired to join in.
For more info, visit cdatcenter.org/Tampa Bay Breakfast.
Park, just near the convention centre. One of the pastors here.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to 99 Jams, Carefest Radio, new morning show, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
I gotta stop letting him do the introduction.
Got my phone in. You're talking to the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this is Kiana.
And we are the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
We're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that.
Because we are redefining
what's cool.
Because smart
it's the new gangster,
baby. And if you didn't know,
now you know. Whoa. Yeah, we were just talking about
So we was talking about City Hall. I mean, about the raise deals.
See, I was going to come back to something else.
Yeah, we was talking. So when we left on the first hour, we was talking about the raise deal, right? And
how horrible, how uniquely horrible, how uniquely horrible this deal. I had studied the several other deals that's going on across America, and the deals that these other teams are offering their communities. They're offering some are offering profit sharing, some are offering ownership, co-ownership of the team through the infrastructure needs.
I didn't see what you was talking about.
So this deal
and if you know your history, if you just go and do the research on the Marlins, because the Hines did the Marlins, right?
Yes, they hired dude from the Marlins.
They did
the second worst deal in America.
Right. and it is not doing pretty well.
Yes, it's actually they're drowning, actually. That's if that's a way to say it. But,
right.
But that's not the worst part of this deal. Right, because we're talking about a stadium. This is a real estate transaction of monumental proportion. And see, what they have us disguised by is the stadium aspect of this real estate acquisition. Mm-hmm. And what it is a contract acquisition that's going without fair exchange of money. Mm-hmm. Right? And like I say, just how houses are flipped. If you don't know, this is a quick lesson on contract flipping of homes. You will sell your home, and the contractor will come in, the person who has the contract, the house flipper, mm-hmm. and say, hey, sign this contract for $1 mm-hmm. and give me 30 days to sell your house for X amount of dollars. And you say, hey, man, that sounds good. Give me that. And you sign the contract, and they say 30 days, and then they sell your house to another investor. And they call that flipping. That's how a lot of the homes in our community have been sold. That's how they sell crack houses and undesirable properties. It's called contract, and they'll flip it. And that's what's going on with this Tropicana redevelopment. They're flipping Tropicana like a crack house. This is not blighted land. This is not a eyesore that must be getting rid of at all costs. And then on top of that, they have 30 years to pay their debt. at today's prices. And y'all know the new saying, today's prices is not tomorrow's prices. Ain't that what they say? What they say? Today's prices ain't yesterday's price is not today's price. They're gonna buy our land at yesterday's price 30 years from now, y'all.
Today's deal is not tomorrow's price.
And the problem is, I feel that the St. Pete City Council has a duty as being over the purse strings to not sign this horrible deal in exchange for home games to be played in the city of St. Pete. This is a real estate transaction, and it needs to be taken as such and not looked at as the sports team or sports stadium deal that everybody has in their mind. And see, that's why people are related to this and that, but there's nothing to relate it to. No city has given a sports team this much real estate before.
Right.
They've never done it because it's not smart. They haven't done it because it doesn't make sense to go into such large amounts of debt for such minimal return.
Yeah,
right?
it is definitely minimal.
It's a minimal return because only return you're looking for is tax. You're just looking to tax the people. So this is a tax scheme. You're going to take taxpayers' money, give it to a for-profit company in hopes to get more tax money. See? You hoping that more people will come in, you'll get more tax money.
And they keep on saying that the money will come to the city for tourism. And then they say that, then they say tourism is how we're gonna do it, but they keep on talking about they have the worst attendance.
I told somebody.
And you can't use it both ways. You can't tell us you got the worst attendance and then tell us that tourism is gonna be the way that you bring the money back. Like, come on, stop it.
Stop it. I listened to city council. I listened to different sides of this, and one of the things they were saying was that the city of St. Pete is where it's at today because of the Tampa Bay Rays. And I say, well, why the Rays couldn't do that for their own organization? If they can bring millions of people to St. Pete and Pinellas County, why they can't bring 20,000 to their 30,000 to their stadium?
Right.
See, there's a problem in the story.
And I'm finna tell you, the Rays are still making a lot of money.
Especially if you give them all this you give them all this land for next to nothing. Of course, this is a no-win situation for the city of St. Pete. And the reason I say that is because the taxpayers will carry this bill for the next 80 to 100 years. It's not going to be just it's a 30-year agreement that we'll pay for the next 100 years plus. We'll be paying for it. And if we default, if there should be any hardships of this city, if the city should experience any natural disasters, there's no lever in this contract that would allow them to walk away or to sidestep this deal or their obligations. There's nothing that can be done. Once this council votes for it, it's locked in for the next 20, 30 councils down the line. And I think that's why our council has a duty to ensure that we have some profit sharing, to ensure that we have a gainful return, because this is the last vote. It's nobody else gonna vote for this ever again. And them people is gonna run off and they're gonna be able to do whatever they want, and we're not gonna be able to do anything because in the paperwork it says we can't.
Can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing.
And they don't have to do nothing either.
Hey, listen, it's called.
We can't do nothing, and they don't have to do nothing either.
Hey, my thing about the contract, and this is my biggest problem, and I ain't gonna bewilder y'all on this. My biggest problem with this Rays Hines contract for the gas plant district or Tropicana Field is it's too many pinky promises, and this is a big deal. And they're making pinky promises to us while we're signing our name in blood. We're signing over our souls to this organization, and they're giving us a pinky promise of economic impact. They're giving us a pinky promise that they're going to deal with the black community, but inside of the contract, there's nothing binding. So we were reading the contract, and one of the persons said, "Hey, man, look at all these black leaders' name that's in the contract. Look at all these groups." I say, "That's good. Their name deserve to be there." But the problem is, it's non-binding. See, it was just like giving you a shout out, right? Shout out to that black group. But you don't have to do anything with them. You don't have to have no contracts with them. There's nothing binding in the agreement. And if I'm wrong, somebody tell me. Today,
listen, we've been asking for somebody to come on
They don't want to talk.
Listen, we done had a couple of
They
we
they
done
have
had some
marginalized
we had
us.
did some town halls, right?
Yes, we did town halls. Community has came out.
Came out and said we've invited everybody. We've invited everybody to come sit next to us on the
We
Tampa
invited
Bay
everybody
breakfast.
to do it.
We threw out questions out there that still hasn't been answered. And I think, like I said on the first top of the hour, that every city council should have went back and talked to their district, or at least did a poll for their district to see how their district feels about this, because they represent their district.
But
because again,
they feel that the citizens should come to them.
And listen,
that's what they feel. They feel if you're not coming to City Hall, you're not. Your voice is not counting.
And you know what? Period. And you know what? I'm political, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very political,
very much,
right?
Yep.
And I keep on saying, well, if I gotta come to you for a decision, don't come to my door and ask me for your vote no more. And I mean that. No. I'm so serious about that. If you can disregard me and say, oh no, you gotta come, and you know that this is important, don't come to my doorstep anymore. Don't send me none of your mailers.
Yes.
Because
don't bring me no signs.
No.
Don't put your signs in my yard.
Ask me for no donation. Don't
knock on your own doors.
Right. If that's so important, right, that I have to come to you to tell you how I feel, don't come to me and ask me for your vote. Because when I come in and I vote for you, it's because I believe in you. And then if you don't give me that same energy, I don't want none of it. Now that's Kiana speaking. And I'm dead serious.
I hear your voice.
Because I'm a super voter.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Not one election. If you pull it up, I'm on that.
Pull it up.
I'm on it, right?
I'm on your side. You ain't got to tell me twice, because the honest to God truth is, I think that what we have gotten ourselves into, we got ourselves into a perfect storm, right? Mm-hmm. Because we have certain council members that feel on their election day that they were ordained to make decisions for this city for the next 30, 40, 50 years. And in that thinking, they will make votes and judgments that should be postponed or should be re-looked at, mm-hmm. because they feel they have the ultimate power. They feel, okay, they voted me in to do this, right? Well, in that case, they wouldn't have what's called a referendum. Mm-hmm. The referendum process is there for issues just like this. But early on, what they were saying was, well, the people voted on us. We don't need to spend no money on a referendum. Why? We could use the election process.
Again, if the people voted on you, then you should go back to the people and see, because we voted on you thinking that you were going to have the best interest of the people, right? And then now you're taking on the interest of yourself when you look at it, because every poll here show that is an 80-20 split. Almost every poll, except city council, is flipped the opposite way, right? Every poll that has been given there is about an 80-20 split. And 20 for the deal and 80 against the deal.
I mean, I know, I've been there, I've seen it. And I think the problem is certain people have more weight in their voice, right? And I'm just gonna say it. We have an elitist problem. We have a haves and have-nots problem. Mm-hmm. People in this community look down on certain citizens because of what status those people are. So if a certain person says something in this city, they don't listen to them because they marginalize that person no matter how much truth that they're speaking, and then they'll listen to the high-ranking citizen no matter how wrong they are. And I think that's what we have to break. We have to break that. We have to break that trend in the city of St. Pete, because what it's doing is leading us down the wrong road, and we're gonna have a huge debt to service when it comes. We're gonna have debt to service. We're gonna have dollars to pay, and there's gonna be no revenue coming in to pay it, because the beginning of this deal, they're gonna build a new stadium. Right? So in 2028, there's going to be 2 stadiums. Where is the revenue going to come to service the debt? because they haven't sold the land yet.
They haven't sold the land yet, and we keep on talking about how we need to pay our teachers more, right?
But no, they're gonna give it to
and
the
then
company.
and so here you go. I'm finna call it out again. Y'all can mark that Kiana said that they're putting in the deal to increase the taxes, right? For homeowners to pay the
No, that's you gotta vote. You gotta vote on that coming up in this new election. Yeah. That ain't in the deal though.
I know that.
Yeah,
I know that's not in the deal.
Yeah.
I totally know that's not,
it's not in the deal. It should be.
But I'm gonna tell you, it made me think, do you really want the teachers to get a raise? No, you don't.
They don't.
Because if you did, you will figure out another way than to hit the taxpayers that's already struggling in your community to pay their bills right now. So you know that the teachers are not going to get the raise because people about self-interest, right?
They need to cut the upper staff pay. They need to, like, the superintendent needs a pay cut. The co-superintendent needs a pay cut. The whole upper staff needs to take and bite a bullet before you come back to the community to ask for more money. That's just how I feel. See what I'm saying? I'm talking about teacher pay. The teachers need to be paid, and that money can come from other spots besides bringing it to a vote. Carla, we're talking about the raise deal and teachers pay. How you feeling? What's your name? Tell us what you think.
It's just UB. How you doing?
UB.
And now a possible solution on the teacher deal is not to tax the citizens, but increase the amount that they get from the lottery, because the lottery that money was intended to offset that, and they only getting a percentage of that money. So why not give them a bigger percentage, and you don't have to tax the citizens for it?
I think you got to go to the state for that. I think that's a state thing, and I think that money has been allocated,
but everything can change.
But you can get a bigger piece of it instead of in a smaller percentage. You can get a larger percentage, and you don't have to tax the citizens to do that. Rather than tax the citizens to do it, because the other thing is, the higher you raise the taxes, the higher the rent gotta be.
But listen, that's one of the things. There in 1930 there was a plan called the Negro Segregation Plan. In 1930 there was a plan called the Negro Segregation Plan, and the Negro Segregation Plan was put together to disperse black people from downtown St. Pete and downtown corridors. The same map that we look at when we look at the redevelopment of the Hines Rays, it overlays the same map of them wanting to remove us from this city. And I think that in 1930, that was like 100 years ago, and I don't think nothing has changed. Only thing that's changed is the people in charge has changed, but the plan has remained the same. Go ahead.
The other thing of it is that the whole Rays development area is an opportunity zone. So what that means is, in an opportunity zone, you don't have to pay no capital gains tax on the profit you make if you invest in an opportunity zone. So even the profit they won't pay taxes on, with the tax credits and all that they get, because the whole 86 acres in that area is an opportunity zone. That's one of the things that nobody's talking about. That right there, in itself, they not gonna pay no capital gains tax. Like you say, if they doing a crack house flip, usually if you're doing a flip like that, you have to pay capital gains tax on the profit that you make. Not when it's in an opportunity zone. You can make all the profits you want to make, and plus the investment dollars that come in, you don't have to say where it is. All you have to do is create an opportunity zone fund, and they can come in and put in whatever they want, basically launder their money, flip it, make their profit, and they don't have to pay any capital gains tax on the profit they make, because it's an opportunity zone. This is, like y'all said, a very bad deal. And like I'm saying, it's like the city council is in love with a gold digger. And the other thing is that if you make a deal with any devil, don't expect a good outcome. I don't care if it's a devil raid. I don't care what it is.
Any devil.
If you make a deal with any devil, do not expect the good outcome.
It's a deal in blood. Thank you, you be appreciate you, my brother. So yeah, the raise deal. We got some meetings coming up. There's gonna be a meeting tonight with former economic development and redevelopment director from the city of St. Pete, Alan DeLisle. He will be on the Zoom, and he will be going through the liner notes and the final points of this deal to help educate us. So big shouts out to Alan DeLisle, Karen Mueller, and everybody, No Home Runs, everybody who's been putting together these type of informational sessions, because it's not being offered by our elected officials. They're actually saying either come to the city council meeting or else. And the reality is, this is too serious for that. So I appreciate every citizen who had a town hall, every citizen who put together a meeting to talk about this, because it's not being done by electeds. They feel they have been elected and ordained to make this decision without the greater input of the masses. And that's what it is. And we have to. And this is an election issue. People are going to be elected, re-elected, or not elected because of the decisions made from here on out. And so that's the boat that we rode in on. That's the boat we got to sail out on. So whoo. Stay tuned. We're gonna keep y'all up to date. Carrie, if you're watching, put the link so people can join the meeting tonight. And yes, and thank y'all so much for all the work y'all doing, and keep up the good work. Sierra, everybody, y'all are killing it. And this Thursday they're gonna have a committee of the whole meeting on Tuesday. Then they're gonna have the meeting
on
Thursday. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna keep giving it to you. We're gonna keep talking about it. We're gonna keep going live, and we're gonna be here for you. We here for the people.
Yeah.
Former President Donald Trump assassination attempt this weekend. If you have not heard, the former president Donald J. Trump was at a rally, I think in Michigan, and his life was they were trying to take his life. They shot. It was an assassin, a 20-year-old assassin who they say was a Republican, on the top of a roof shooting, and he was shot and killed by the Secret Service, while the former president Donald J. Trump was rushed off the stage by the Secret Service, and he sustained a gunshot wound to the ear. A lot of people, there's a controversy that's going on around this. A lot of people feel that this was staged. People feel that this was not a sincere or a real attempt on the former president's life. And there's a lot of reasons people feel this way. And so, we want to know, what do you feel about the assassination? How you feel about the assassination attempt on former President Trump? Phone lines are open: 727-637-2416. That's 727-637-2416. Give us a call. Let us know how you feel. Kiana, we'll start with you.
No, I just asked you first.
Oh, how I feel?
Yeah.
I think it's a sad day in America. I think this. I actually got a call. Big shouts out to Dan. Dan called me and was like, "Hey man, what are you doing? Get on the news. Get on the news. They just shot at Trump." So I'm like, I was still kind of asleep. So I'm like, what? Then I get another call. It's King Reno. Hey man, boy, I told you, boy, they tried to shoot Trump. Boy, get on the news. So I'm all like in a little. I'm kind of like in a little panic because I'm kind of rushing this. You know what? Try to find it, and I couldn't find it because this was literally like 5 minutes after it happened. So it's not populating in my news feed or nothing. So I can't find it. Boom, I hang up with Reno, called Dan back. Hey man, you tripping, man? They ain't nothing. They said it was popping, there wasn't nothing. Boom, I hang up. He's like, no, this is for real. So boom, I get back on, and lo and behold, this guy was on the roof with an AR style assault rifle, taking shots at the former president. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel that no matter how you feel about a elected official or their policies, that violence isn't the answer. We have to be
I
able
agree
to,
with you on that one.
we have to. It's politics. Politics, by definition, is talking.
No. We said, so the question is that you threw out there: do you believe it's real?
I think it's real. I don't. Real bosses don't put themselves in the line of fire. That's something that's so low level, right? And somebody who's on top, somebody who's really enjoyed life and seen what life has to offer, if they come up with a harebrained scheme, it's not going to have their life in jeopardy, because that's counter to what they're trying to do. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I told people. I'm like, y'all thinking about this wrong. No way in the world will I stage a suicide attempt on myself where you shoot me, where you graze me. I don't care if you got a BB gun. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a fake bullet. I don't care what it is. You're not shooting at me. I'm the boss. You shoot yourself.
Okay, so that's where you stand. All right, I'm on the other side of
I know you is.
yeah, because we done talked about it. So I'm on the other side of it, and I'm gonna say this: I got to see more video to prove me wrong at this point, because I've been looking, and I've been looking for other videos, right?
Of what?
Because you said you the one that said, "Did you see the person with his head blowed off? Did you see it?"
Yes.
Show me, because I asked you to show me, and you ain't showed me nothing.
I got a deep question. I got a deep question.
No. So here we go. Well, please do that. Please do. Please do. Because you talking about what bosses do, right? What? No. Because you talking about you say what bosses do. A boss wouldn't have never. The president wouldn't have never had them raid the White House like that. Capitol. No, you talking about Trump. So
that's a demonstration of power.
No. But so
if I point my finger like this and they run and go do it, yes, that ain't nobody shooting at me.
Let me tell you, this was, when you look at that, it said pa pa pa. Nobody even really. You say white people don't move with
white
guns.
people have a
show you
white privilege. White privilege has a force field.
No, I can show you a tons of videos where white people run. This is why. Remember in the shooting? No. Remember when the shooting happened and the white police officer wouldn't go and put himself in the line of fire for the children that was getting shot and Sandy?
Yeah.
So white people do run. So let's dismiss that whole theory right there. Now, also, when you know a president is coming in town, Secret Service don't even play that. They go out there and check perimeters. The first thing they do, because again, we haven't even had an assassination attempt since 1981, right?
That they publicize.
So what?
There's been attempts that they just ain't telling you about.
Because they stopped it. Because this is what,
that's an attempt. They just stopped this attempt.
No, they did not. If he coughed off bullets, they didn't stop the attempt. The bullets went out, and then this is an amateur, right? And if this is 100% true, the whole Secret Service need to be fired, because how they let this amateur get up there on the top of the roof? This is why also I know it's staged, right? And then when you get shot at, who the heck is cheating on about you? Do you know how hot a gun bullet is? Do you know? I go to the gun range quite often.
Yeah.
I go to and the bullets that come out, just even boop boop, it's still kind of hot. It just think about a bullet crossing your face. Trump turned red just by saying, "Hey, this is the greatest ever." And he didn't even turn red on this. A bullet go across your face, you will see the swellness. Your ear will be like, come on. And then on top of that, I just watched the video again while we was on break. You keep on saying somebody behind him got shot. Boom. Nobody even looked down at the person who got shot. They at least gonna look. If your theory is they don't run, they don't do that. Nobody even looked down. So they kind of stayed there, and then when
they
Trump
did, they looked down.
No, they did not.
There was it was people down there trying to help the man. I mean, listen, I can't convince you because your mind is made up.
No, you can't. If you tell me some real stuff, like listen,
I just told you.
Because you want me to tell you why my mind is made up.
Go ahead.
I was on the raise deal first until I saw other proof. Right? Very open-minded.
I'm gonna get evidence. I'm gonna thank you. I get evidence. Because you're right, you was.
You want me to tell you? Y'all have heard me say, remember when we talked about the Love Dorsey thing, and I was like, how dare her? And then I listened to the whole thing.
And you straightened it out.
And then I straightened out. I have no problem with being proven wrong. But prove it.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that this was a travesty of it was a lapse. I told somebody there needs to be some people fired because there was no way impossible that man should be on top of that roof. And I agree with you.
If they saw a shooter on the up there, right? Why the FBI didn't just shoot him down? If they pointing the gun, no, it's safety at all costs for the president. They gonna run up there and say, "Hey, put your gun down." This is a movie. Did you just said Beverly Hills Cop was a bad reacting of Beverly Hills Cop?
Listen, I know I agree that there was lapses in security. There was lapses and there was a lot of things went wrong at the same time, right? And I agree with that. But what I'm saying is everything is not a conspiracy, right? Even if people did conspire to do this, right? But what I'm saying is I just don't feel the attempt on his life was fake. I don't believe that.
I believe it. And you want me to tell you why also you believe that? It's because if you listening to where everybody else was going in and supporting Trump, and then this Project 25 is now surfacing. This Project 25 is now surfacing where now people are questioning Trump and where he stand. This wouldn't have never happened if he wasn't questioning where he stand.
Well, would it never happen?
This is sympathy.
Assassination?
Yes, this is to pull people heartstrings. Trump is he's not a politician. He's an entertainer. We forget that. This is what he does. He's an entertainer.
Caller, we got a caller. We're talking about the attempt on former President Trump's life. Go for it. What's your name?
Man, y'all funny as hell.
Hey, King Jeff.
Hey, listen. I just want to agree on something, right? So I'm equating the Secret Service detail to Rick Ross security right now. Because regardless of the incident, this man was not supposed to get on an open roof with no concealment and get one shot off.
That's right. Agreed.
That's what makes the whole thing weird to me. Then I said to myself,
not even a professional.
Then I said to myself, with the contingency that Trump has, do you believe? And I'm gonna ask this question and hang up. Do you believe that if this man was prompted and told, "Hey, if you do this, we will absolutely win the election," do you believe that his contingency would sacrifice their life for that matter?
And did they really sacrifice their life?
Yeah, he sacrificed his life because we took his head off.
No,
listen, people died. That's what I'm telling you.
Listen.
Oh, you don't believe people died?
No, see, listen. I don't believe nobody died. I'm dead serious.
So I watched it. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. I watched it.
Okay, please.
And people were shot and people died. People were shot. People died. Listen,
show me.
I mean, listen, I will, but I'm just saying.
Because people know. You heard people talk about it,
man.
right?
I seen the picture of the man slump. That's what I'm telling you.
But
I seen it.
You can't have a picture of a man.
No, not on the not on the bleachers or where it was happening at, and the people standing up moving his body.
Show me the
Okay,
picture.
I will.
Please,
I mean, I will. Because one of the things that we're saying, we're talking. Hold on, it's 99 Jams Care Festival Radio. You're listening to the new morning show, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and we're talking about the assassination attempt, or AKA a fake attempt. Depends how you look at it on the former president.
So listen, I'm not sold.
I know you're not,
and I'm not sold.
But you're not the only one, so I don't take that as likely because you're not the only one.
No, and I feel like for me to, because I'm very open minded, right? And when I first heard it, I was like, but then when I started looking at it, because nobody wants their life to be taken, right? Nobody. That's not where I'm at in life whatsoever.
The views expressed. That's this whole segment.
The views expressed is not 99.1 FM.
Because it's not. And we having a conversation about what's happening.
And what we're doing is collecting data, right? And talking about either side of the pancakes.
Okay. You don't believe this Trump was assassinated? Do you believe that Biden don't know what he's doing? I was just joking. That was just a joke. I was just joking. Hey, y'all Biden lovers. I was just joking. We having some fun.
I don't think it's even about. It's not about Biden or Trump lovers at this point.
Somebody got shot.
That's what I'm saying. This is not.
So, and when our comments say, and this is a respected source now, they say the report is that he got hit by glass from a teleprompter and not a bullet. And like I'm saying. It's neither here nor there. It's neither here.
Because first he got grazed by his thing, right? Now he get hit by the thing. What the blood leaking at? No, it's splattered. So this look like somebody blood splattered across him. If you got glass that hit you, blood is now really leaking. This is solid blood. Like, come on, look at
He got old people blood. It don't flow like that no more.
You are a movie director. I am so shocked by you. Like you.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't see no signs of this being staged.
I did.
And I think what we mistake for signs of being staged, or like when he came up with his fist up and he was rah rah rah, and people take those as signs of it being staged. But what I see is somebody seizing the moment for their benefit. What I see is somebody saying, "Hey," he heard them saying, "Shoot her down." He heard them, and so hey y'all, hold on, shoot her down, put my shoe on. Hey, hold on, one time. Yeah, but I'm just saying
that don't even make any sense. That don't even.
That's closer to. That makes more sense than a fake attempt on my life.
Listen,
that makes more sense. That makes more sense than somebody shooting me from.
This is Trump who we talking about, who get on the thing and has nothing to say but the biggest deal ever.
Big league. It's big league. Okay. Okay.
I just heard something that never happened before, and that's what he wanted to. And this is what he's gonna say. You never seen a president of. This is how much they want me in the office. Look.
So hold on.
If this would have happened to Biden, he would have been a fake news. But it ain't fake news when it happened to him.
Okay, you're right about it. But no, you're right. You're correct.
You're looking at Trump right here, who always it's about heightening everything that he does. Listen. I almost lost my life for America. That's how much I love it. Things that never happened before.
Listen,
go Trump.
You have a strong point, and all I'm saying is, what makes you think or makes you feel that people would feel that a person would fake an attempt on their life?
Because I mean, when you're Trump again, when this Project 25 came out, right? You saw a shift in some of the Trump supporters. And that's the shift of the black people that he needs. The black people who were sold on, I had so much money when Trump was in office, I need it now. But then they realized that Trump is attached to this Project 25. And now you're looking at it different. Because in this Project 2025, you're looking at that now they're going to make all high school students in the public system take tests for the military, but private students
they already make you register for recruitment.
No, they don't make you.
So you ain't got to register. Yes, that is a crime. Selected services. If you don't register for selected services, that is a crime.
Man,
it's been a crime. Google it. You have to all able-bodied. I think it's probably just men, so that's probably why you don't know that as a woman. But all able-bodied men, if I'm not mistaken, somebody help me. You have to register for.
You don't, and they're trying to make it. Go Google it. It's your fact, so you Google it and prove it.
I done.
Please.
I know it's a fact.
It's not. Did you register when you went?
I was an outlaw. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing the government said. Nothing. I didn't do nothing the government said.
You're in jail right now because
they did. They took me to jail. I went.
For drugs.
I did. They did. I went.
Golly. No, I mean, you throwing out facts out here, so Google it and prove me wrong. Because they're trying to put this in law right now. You do not have to enlist. So please, because every school student will be in some type of military. Please, go ahead. Anybody else that noticed prior to then that noticed?
So
he was wrong.
No, I wasn't. In other news, no, but on all serious notes, this is so serious. We don't want y'all to think we're taking light of this, but we are laughing, having fun, just talking about the subject. So we're not mistaken. But one of there was a young firefighter that was killed. They said his name right here. Thank you, Miss Rita. Corey Comperton, a firefighter, was the man that got killed during the attempted assassination of the president. Corey Comperton. That was the name of the person. For the video you're looking for. Okay.
This is the white guy, right?
The federal law. Hold on. Yes, the white. Yeah, the firefighter.
So, okay.
Google his name.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
How many white Corys you know?
I know white Corys. I know white Corys.
I'm joking.
I know.
But but not
all the Corys we know is black, but I know white Corys.
Some white Corys. Yeah, but no, what I'm trying to say.
Cornelius is a white name.
But I don't believe it.
Okay, here we go.
I just don't believe
Hold
it.
on.
Looks like I didn't believe.
Florida,
I didn't believe. Go ahead.
federal law requires most male U.S. citizens and male immigrants between the ages of 18 to 25 to register for selective service. Men must register within 30 days of their 18th birthday. That's not that's not a game. That's already in the law. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying Project 2025 isn't something detrimental. But what I'm saying is I want to point to what is already on the books so that we won't be so scared of what we hear and that we can accurately look at it. I would rather you test them before you just make them sign up. So if you're going to test them and make sure that they got the competency to be a soldier, that doesn't feel as bad as just anybody and everybody sign this paper. And that's what we're doing right now. Right now, as of today, every 18-year-old has 30 days to sign up for selected services. 30 days. That's what it says.
Said most.
And because they talk about your health. Your health is requirement. Your health and your legal status is some of the things that's our requirements. Because you can't serve in the army with felonies. And listen, man, I'm well rounded. I read a lot of books.
And you be, I mean,
listen. I can be Google tested on about 80% of what I say.
And
the other 20% you can't find on Google. It's not on Google.
No. You could be Google tested about it. You about like a 50-50. I'm not giving you no.
I'm 80-20.
No, you're not 80-20.
I'm 80-20.
You're like 50-50.
So if y'all just tuning in, we're talking about the shooting or the assassination attempt on former President Trump. And we're talking about people saying it's fake and think it was set up. How you feel about it? Let us know, caller. We're talking about the assassination attempt. What you think?
Y'all on fire right now. I love y'all.
Thank you, man.
Yes. Wait a minute. Yes, Q, you do have to register for selective service, but the selective service don't mean you're going to the military.
What you think?
Only thing that
what you think it's for?
I know what it's for. I'm going to tell you that.
They just playing. They just want to.
No.
No, he said it ain't
the
for
selective service only states that you 18 years old and you physically able to, or you don't have a felony. It don't say that you can. So if they need to open the draft, they know where to start.
Okay.
We don't have the draft. No, we don't have the draft no more. Now your granddaddy or some older gentleman, they can explain to you what the draft is. That's where they come pick you and you have to go.
But it's still
the selective service.
Service.
No, the selective service just state that you're 18 and you physically able and you don't got no felony. So they don't waste their time trying to get somebody that's not physically able or somebody that's a convicted felon or somebody that's not can go if they have to open the draft.
Just in case they open a draft. Just in case.
But we don't have a draft. It don't mean you go to, so you can register for the selective service all you want. Even as a convicted felon, you can't go to the service. You can register for the selective service all you want with a disability. You can't go to the service. You can register for the selective service all you want with flat feet and asthma. You can't go to the service. You can't go. They just need to know. So if they had to open the draft, they won't even waste their time picking somebody who's not physically able to go.
Thank you so much, man.
So that's different than.
But it's still the same.
It's not, but okay.
I mean, this is like we got a lot of people talking about this right now.
We talking about Trump. We talking about
Yes, we talking about it. So we got a couple comments. It's too much to read. I don't know where to start. Because honestly, y'all, I think I found out that I was patriotic. I found out that I was patriotic. I really, it was a retrospective type thing when it happened because I'm like, dang, I care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I would care.
Why wouldn't you care?
I didn't think I would care.
Who you are. We don't. Let me
tell
you.
I just seen it. That's what I'm saying.
We sit on this platform because we care.
But I didn't think I cared.
No, because you believe it. So listen, if you didn't care,
I care. I know I care. I see that. I see that. And after this shooting attempt, assassination attempt, and I was thinking, I was like, dang, I'm patriotic. I be asking people to vote. I'm advocating for people. I'm a patriot.
20 years in the making.
I'm a patriot.
Ha ha. Working in the industry.
I'm a patriot.
I believe in the work I do.
I just said. I didn't realize that I was patriotic, and I didn't realize that it mattered, and it do, and I see that this matter because at the end of the day, whether you agree with the leaders or not, I'm a non-party affiliate. I ain't tied to none of them turkeys. But the reality is, we can't be out here moving like this. We can't be out here moving like they say a third world country where our elected officials' life is in danger. And the reality is, that's what it is. We just coming to the realization because they ran in Nancy Pelosi's house and then killed her husband. They shot up the other dude and his lady at the baseball game. These people lives in danger. This ain't nothing to be taken lightly.
Right. And
that's why you gotta be strapped.
This is why they have Secret Service. This is why they shut all the stuff down.
Secret Service slip, man.
No, but you know when you go to them rallies, all you have to do to even register, like it's a lot. Like you've been to the rallies. You no. Listen,
he wasn't at the rally. He was in the parking lot.
That was a rally on a podium.
No, the man was in the parking lot shooting.
Again, to even get on the roof of a building that surrounded it. Secret Service. They have police that's not dressed up. They have undercovers, all this other stuff. And if they saw him, why didn't they take him out? That's their one job.
They did take him out
after he shot. This is why I'm just not buying it right now. And it ain't nothing you said at this point that has convinced me. Okay. Your argument is not convincing at this point. So
I can't. You can't. I feel that you've made your mind up because you feel that Trump is the person. That's why I asked what make people feel that. Because people feel that Trump is the person or a person that would go to these extents.
He would.
I mean, I ain't seen him pulling those stunts like this.
Yes, you
have. What stunt he pulled? Name a stunt he pulled like this. So I can see the track record.
January 6th.
That wasn't no stunt. They wanted smoke. Them people came to do it. That wasn't a stunt. No, see, that's what. No, that wasn't a stunt. Them people came to do it. Them people came to do it.
He had them do it on just the other day too.
Nah,
this was a fake bullet that came out. Ain't nobody. Listen, I think it was just gunshots that you heard. Like nobody. Listen, show me somebody that. Show me
they
where.
Got pictures of the man dead.
Show
I'm just trying to spare you.
Don't spare me.
Sensitive photos. I'm trying to do no trigger warning.
No,
I'm trying to spare you. You don't want to see this.
Listen, I don't need no trigger warnings. I watched action footage movies. Yeah, so don't spare me. Show me the evidence. That's where I'm at with it. And on top of that, they can still put whatever you done seen the movies where they fake the death, show the body, boop, boop, boop. This dude, he can go on by his little merry own
and I'm not saying you wrong because they do have what they call crisis actors. They do have, and they often accuse each other of doing this. So the Democrats accuse.
You want me to tell you why they accuse people to do it? Because it happened.
And I'm not saying it happened. I'm just saying this.
If it wasn't happening, they wouldn't accuse.
I'm just saying this wasn't that. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying it is.
Listen, if y'all got an opinion, we got a couple minutes left. 727-637-2416. That's 727-637-2416. And yes, Mr. Reese, you're right. It is a scandal. And I think this is a scandal that we absolutely don't need at this time. I think the country is in a very fragile. The democracy is in a very fragile place.
This is why I also even look at Trump like, let's say this hypothetically, because again, these are just me looking at facts, right? Mm-hmm. If he was attempted of assassination to him, that is sad. You know what I mean? Nobody should have to lose their life for fight for trying to represent this country.
Agreed.
Let's say that. I'm 100% there with you, right?
Agreed.
We do need to take it serious, but this is why you're taking it serious. Now you need to do your investigation, and this is what I'm doing. Like,
because this is my investigation.
I'm sorry. No, you really.
No, you do. That's how you take it serious.
You take it serious is that you leave no stone unturned.
That's right.
And then when you go in there and look and take it for face value, then you miss other clues. And again, what happens is, how often do we see that they said somebody assassinated this person, and then 20 years from now, they say that was a setup and somebody else did it. We hear that all the time. And every assassination, tell me one that they have arrested and did that, and then you find out later on it was somebody else who did it. All of them are setups.
So listen.
No. Tell me if if I'm wrong because you like. So listen.
But not because I want to say this because the country has conspiracy fatigue, right? And what that means to me is that we just so used to everything being a conspiracy that's how we're taking it. And you can't absolutely have a.
Jamie is so funny.
I know I read that. Y'all listen. If y'all have not on Facebook, the comments are going off the chain. If you not follow, like the page, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram. Like and follow the page. The comments are to die for, literally. But I really feel that we are so inundated with conspiracies, we have a problem believing what we see with our own eyes. And that is what they're trying to do. It's called sensory overload. They're trying to overload our senses with things, and those things have us misjudging what we see in the future.
No. So I get where you're coming from, but if you look at the proof in the pudding, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what we say, correct me if I'm wrong, every assassination that they have accused somebody, killed them, or arrested, later on they come back and say they were wrong. Then tell me one time.
Who is they? That's what I'm trying to. Who said they was wrong? So the last attempt was on
in 1981.
Yes, with President Reagan. Right. That's the last on record. Right. And they smoked him out. They did the dude dirty. Right. Who else did they say did it? They ain't never say nobody else did it. That was the dude that did it. Okay. The next one. When the last one was, that was Kennedy. Okay, Kennedy.
They said that the person who did it, that was wrong. With Malcolm X. They had to free the brother that did that. MLK. They say they was wrong with that. Come on, Jabbar, stop this. Stop this. Come on, now you want to stop this. Like you just don't. Come on, stop this.
No, that's not a that's not a convincing argument. I'm not convinced, y'all.
No, they just freed Malcolm X killer. That ain't a convincing argument.
No, that's not. So you saying the kid that got killed on the roof wasn't the dude that did it?
He didn't get killed. I think it's all staged. You can't think it was all staged. They can show a body. He's gonna go listen.
But there was eyewitnesses testimony that
all they had to do is have actors. And all you need is one person to corroborate your story, and then other people believe it. You see this all the time. What if people would rather believe a made up lie than the butt naked truth? Right? They say that all the time. All you need is two people to corroborate your story. And you go in there and say, "Oh, I saw it." Everybody gonna run with the story. Yeah, you just convince somebody because they don't want to be left out. People are like, "Oh yeah, somebody got shot. Oh, I see. Do you ain't see it?" Now they ain't see it, but they don't want to be left out. Yeah, I saw it too, because everybody want to be interviewed. Everybody want their 15 minutes of fame. Everybody want to stop this, Jabbar.
Listen, I'm not saying you wrong, but what I'm saying is
I'm just saying you ain't wrong, but I'm saying you ain't right.
I'm saying I think this instant is different. I think this was a situation where they tried to assassinate the former president, and
I always on the other side. If I would have came in here and been like,
no, I wouldn't. I would agree with you.
No. If I would have came in here and be like,
look at what Reno said, because I've been telling. I know. I've been saying this because I feel that it's just we're so suspicious of everything, and we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be suspicious and analyze and no stone unturned. But
final thoughts, because we got 30 seconds.
This is real.
And this
democratic process is real, y'all.
The democratic process is real.
I'm going to
agree with him on that. Keep on doing your research, because I ain't so.
So listen,
stay tuned.
Tonight, there is going to be a Zoom meeting with former Economic Development Director Alan Delisle speaking about the Raise Hines deal. I'm going to put the link inside of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club chat. Please get on and just hear him out. And I'm not telling you to believe what everybody's saying, but I am telling you to get all the information so you can make better and more informed decisions. And this is a public meeting. So city council members, you can come. Hey, once again, this is a public meeting. We're announcing it publicly. City council, y'all can come listen to the former guy who you used to listen to all the time.
Right.
Now you don't want to hear him. Okay.
Right, I don't understand. So yeah, all right. So yeah, be the change you want to be and see. We got like, where it's at 9:00. So Friday, we're gonna post in the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. The St. Pete Distillery will begin doing informed an informal meeting and getting information about how you want the St. Pete Distillery to look like in St. Pete at 3:00. Our register is free afterwards. They'll be giving away food, free drinks at St. Pete Distillery. If you haven't been, nice place. So yeah, register for that. And this has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes and shout all around the room.
And we're out.